Hello Mike, từ đài VAE Media xin kính chào quý khán giả. Và hôm nay Mike xin gửi đến một chương trình talk show về real estate in tiểu bang Texas. And trong cái chương trình này Mike được mời cô Cassandra Davis. Mike sẽ cùng trò chuyện với cô Cassandra Davis bằng tiếng Anh, thưa quý khán giả. Và trong chương trình hôm nay chúng ta sẽ nói về đề tài real estate trong tiểu bang Texas. Good morning, Cassandra. I am so happy to see you again with VAE Media, and today we're going to talk about concerns and issues and informations about Texas real estate informations. And would you say a little bit about yourself so that our audience can get your information?
Awesome. Good morning, Micah. I am so delighted to be joining you this morning. I have been on your show before, and so I am very excited. I have been in real estate over 30 years. I also teach for Texas realtors all over the state of Texas. And so I was excited to be talking to you about real estate and the Texas economy this morning. And very important that we discuss that because there's opportunities available even during this pandemic.
Yes, and we did had a talk show together, and it's I kind of miss you to be next to me and more connection. But with the latest technology, we certainly can still be together on the same screen. And once again, thank you so much for joining us. And let's talk a little bit about what you want to bring up to the audience today. So can you go ahead and explain what you have in mind?
Okay, well, I guess the main thing is to confront the elephant in the room. We're in a recession, Micah,
Yes.
and when we're looking at an economy, it's all based on a couple of fundamental factors. One of them is jobs. The other one is spending. And so Texas went into a recession due to closing businesses. And so when businesses are closed, people lose jobs. When people lose jobs, they stop spending. When we can't spend, we go into a recession.
That's right.
We know that Texas has been growing at a phenomenal speed over the last 10 years. In fact, before the pandemic, we had more jobs than we had people to fill them. Okay? And so now we're looking at right about a 13% unemployment rate. Before the pandemic, it was less than 3%. Okay? We're looking at sectors of the economy that affect our businesses, especially retail and restaurants. Asian businesses, a lot of them will never be able to open again. Okay? Because of the retail factor of it. And so, not just Asian businesses, but small businesses in general are in April, the decline was over 30%. Okay? In May, same thing. So what we're going to be talking about today is how do all of this affect us in real estate? We also have to look at the fact that the oil industry is taking a hit. And we know that the gross product that we have here in Texas, a lot of it has to do with our oil sector. Crude oil is taking a big hit. So much so that West Texas is really suffering. We have a double whammy. We have the pandemic and we have the oil and gas industry. That still does not mean that our real estate segment is out of business. That's not the case at all. And so the whole purpose of me being with you, Micah, is to encourage people regarding our biggest asset, and that is real estate for a lot of us.
Yes, we are really being affected by so many signs. We got the pandemic, and then we got the recessions and all kind of things happening. But in the midst of that, I'm sure there's a lot of opportunities to invest in the real estate.
Yes.
If we know how, or have all the information that we can get, so we can do it effectively. And of course, you're gonna be here to help us with that.
Yes, absolutely. And so what I wanted to mention is that I'm going to look at the numbers in May. Now, Mike, I do need to look at something on my computer. I don't know if I'm able to do that without taking me off camera. So hold on one second here.
Okay, while you're looking at your screen, let me also explain a little bit of what I know. As you all also know, that not only I'm host at VAE Media, I also practice real estate in Texas. And I know that, when we're going through this, one good things that we're having as far as the real estate investment is that we're having a very low interest rate. So that's a great opportunity for a lot of people who want to invest in real estate. And I hope you get your information up by now.
Yes, I do. So I just wanted to take a look at it. In May, Micah,
yes,
our property prices, our prices were only down 1.3%.
Very little.
Which that very little. That's right. So what is that telling you? We still have demand. Now supply is low. We're still in a strong seller's market. But it also means in many situations that even though we're in a seller's market, sellers are being more realistic about their sales.
Last week, one of my listings across the streets also had a house for sale, and they were able to sell their listing $5,000 above the asking price. So I know that the prices have gone down, but in some cases, some people still paying more for the property. So it's still in a great buyer market.
It's a great. If we're looking at the two markets, if you're interested in selling, the time has never been better.
Yes.
Why? Because we have so many buyers in the market.
Got a shortage.
Now, is it a good time to buy, Micah? It actually is a perfect time. You mentioned earlier we have historically low interest rates.
Yes.
So where are we finding products? Okay, so you still have product and inventory. You have that inventory available. You may have to go out to another a distance away from where you want to go, but we still have inventory. Rents are still at an all-time high. In fact, I had a client look at a house yesterday, 1,200 square feet, home built in 1961, and it was leasing for $1,700 a month.
Wow.
Okay,
Wow.
so June is National Home Buyers Month, Micah. June is. And the fact that it's really getting the attention of home buyers, that a lot of them can purchase and their mortgage will be lower than their rent.
That is awesome news. Okay, so I know that, you know, if this is a great opportunity for people who want to buy a home or also want to invest a home, if they are able to get approved for their finances, the interest rate is so low and the market is just so strong for the buyers. So get out there and take advantage of the opportunities.
Now, as far as lending goes, that they've actually become tighter with their lending guidelines when we're looking at conventional type of loans.
Okay.
However, for investors, if you have that 30% down, which they've really kind of tightened the lending requirements for investors, but there's still some awesome deals. And as I said before, rental prices are at an all-time high. Now, when we're thinking about commercial real estate, is commercial real estate going to take a hit during this pandemic? Most likely, yes. Because some people are telling employees, Micah, that they can even work from home permanently now. And so some of these big box commercial places in downtown Dallas and some of our retail places, retail leasing, and office leasing in some of our suburb areas may see a decline, okay, as some small businesses start to operate out of their home during this pandemic.
Yes, like you just mentioned that, you know, a lot of people that start working from home now. So a lot of people, they think that, you know, if they were going to work from home, they're going to try to buy the property or trying to make their home office look better. So there's a lot of opportunity for people buying home, also for investors to buy rental properties so that these people, they can stay at home and work at home in the comfort of their homes.
Yes, and that's why it's a great time to invest.
That's correct.
Rental is high, but also people are looking to come out of those high-end apartments in downtown Dallas. They're looking for homes now because they feel like they would be safer in a home. Their kids will have a yard to go out and play in. In an apartment, they don't have that. So a lot of families saw to where, okay, everybody's at home. The kids are at home. Both parents are at home. And it was difficult to manage that situation when both parents are working from home and the kids are going to school, everybody from home. And so you couldn't say, okay, break time, you can go outside and play. It's more difficult to do that if you're in an apartment.
That's right.
But we know in some places, downtown renting an apartment, you're subject to have 1,000 square feet, Micah, for $2,000 a month. So if you're an investor and you've got a rental property, it's not going to stay long. The average days on a lot of our rental now is not even 30 days. You put it on the market and it is gone. Why? Because people need houses to rent more so now than they ever have.
Yes, and the interest rate is so low, and I hope that people just work on their credit score and work on their finance so they can get in. There's no time like it is now to invest in the property. The interest is low. That's just the best factor.
No, I was just going to piggyback on that it could be a better time. I know we can be caught up in the negative aspect of all of this, especially with our businesses. It's not, it's a very challenging time for small businesses right now, especially the ones that weren't able to take advantage of the small business paycheck protection plan and a lot of that. But we've got this other side of the story that says, okay, if you're in any position, and like you were saying, this may be the time for preparation. Get some of the debt paid off, work on getting the credit cleaned up. Because I'm telling you, Micah, I see the opportunities in real estate to go way into 2021 and above. I don't see them going up on this interest rate. They've got to keep this economy stimulated. The only way to do that is to keep those interest rates low. And so this opportunity is not just a window for a few minutes. It's going to continue. And because we've seen so many people lose their jobs, we are going to see some distressed properties. We will see some foreclosures. I don't think it'll be like what we saw 10 years ago, but we will see some due to this pandemic. The time has never been better. The time has never been better.
That's right. So you just brought up a few points. And so, it's a great opportunity for the people who want to invest and get ready so that when they are ready to buy the property, they have all the factors ready, to go. One of the things you mentioned is that a lot of people lost their jobs, so they're gonna lose their homes. They're gonna sell their homes so other investor can buy or the new home buyer can buy. So between now and then, the buyer need to really work on preparations such as credit score, payment on time, save their money for down payment, and then once they see the property that fit their budget and they take advantage with the low interest rate, there's nothing else could beat that. And one more important thing that I want to bring up, buying is one thing and getting ready is one thing, but having the right agent to help you with in the process of buying the home is also very important, because if you don't have the right one to work with you, to stand on your side, to work with you, then you're just in deep water. And the same thing with having a right agent to represent them to sell the property, or even leasing. So I think that, preparation for real estate is one thing. Having a friend, an agent who will absolutely work with you is very, very important. Wouldn't you say so?
Oh, absolutely. And Micah raises a good point. When you are choosing a realtor, it's real important to choose someone, an agent who is experienced, an agent who understands, especially if you're a first-time home buyer. We still have down payment assistance available through many of the agencies in Texas. They are still available. We need agents that understand FHA lending, VA lending, USDA lending, and our first-time homebuyer programs. We need agents who understand the importance of investing right now, the importance of maybe joining and creating partnerships to where you can even invest together. Okay? So collaboration is what we're needing now, Micah. When we all work together, we can strengthen each other during these economic times.
Yeah, so we suggest that you get recommendations from friends, from coworker or from someone who have dealt with good agents before, so that you can go through the process successfully. And there's so much opportunity in the distress time right now. So if we all can work together, we can bring the economy back up.
Yes. And here's the thing I want to say too, Micah. All of you that are business owners, I heard an economist say the other day, look at your opportunities right now. Even if your business is experiencing a decline, what are some of the other things you can do in your business? Maybe expanding to a new product, adding a new product, doing a different type of marketing. And so it's time that we kind of take a look at where we are. Okay, where is it trying to go? And have we put together a plan to reach those goals? And so if we're business owners and we're struggling, we need to look at some of the other opportunities that have come as a result of this pandemic.
Yes, I totally agree with what you just said, and I hope that we as real estate agents, Texas realtors, can reach out and helping other people who want to take advantage of these opportunities, so they can buy their homes, so they can work from home, so they can have their kids staying at home, so they can own a piece of land in America, and there's nothing is more structured than owning your own real estate. And you know, do you have any more points that you want to bring up, Cassandra?
Yeah, there's just a couple of more things that I want to bring up regarding our real estate. I want to summarize. Our prices are great. Yes. They tell solid. Yes. So if you're afraid that your home has gone down in value, please reach out to an agent and say, would you do a comparable market analysis for me? The proof is in the pudding. Our prices are holding strong. The second thing I want to leave with you, the question, is it a good time to get into real estate? The answer is emphatically yes. It is a great time. If you have college students that are confused about how to proceed with their life, tell them to please look at technology and the way we are still able to do commerce during a pandemic. This thing isn't going to go away, but what is going to change is the way we interact with each other, the way we do business, our attitude, and the way we choose to collaborate with each other to make each other stronger during this time.
Yes. You brought a lot of very important points, and I hope that we can spread out the words. Throughout the program, we're talking about the buyers. There's an opportunity for buyers. It's also a great opportunity for home sellers who want to sell their properties. During this time, a lot of people are staying at home, and a lot of people are not going to work or work from home. They have a lot more time if they want to get ready to sell the home, they have a lot more time and flexibility. They can go to the store and try to buy stuff to fix the house nicely. So if they intend to sell the house, this is a great time to prepare for that. So it's a great time for the buyer to find opportunity. It's also a great time for the seller who want to take this opportunity to sell the home by having a lot of more flexible time now and get their home ready so that they can sell the homes. And like you said, the interest rate is going to maintaining really low for many, many more months to go. This is a great way to stimulate our economy. So in this midst of difficulties, there's certainly a lot of opportunity. And with all the technologies now that, we can work from home, we can do things through the internet, and we got a lot more access to anything that we may need. It's just a great, it's a good time that we're in the pandemic, but yet we also have access to solve a lot of problems. So, thank you so much, Cassandra.
Right, Micah. You're welcome.
Yeah, thank you so much for come to the show and share with our audience about opportunity in real estate and buying, selling, and investing, and that we hope that you get some information from Cassandra Davis and think about investing real estate or even more structure. And I hope that you guys staying safe. I know that we're going through a lot of uncertain and worry times, so we just need to protect ourselves. When you're dealing with agents or dealing with home buyers or sellers, just make sure that you stay safe, wear a mask, and stay in distance so that we all can protect each other.
That's so true, Micah. So true. And, if you want to sell your property, reach out to a trusted agent. Such a good time for real estate. Thank you so much, Micah.
Thank you. Cassandra, would you please tell the audience again how to contact you, your email, and your phone number?
Sure. My phone number, call me at any time you wish, is 469-556-1583. And my email address is cassandra@realtyconceptstexas.com.
Great. And once again, Miss Cassandra Davis, she's an MBA, she's a broker, she's also a real estate instructor. So I encourage you guys, if you want to get into the real estate, get in touch with some trusted real estate agents, and so that they can be your friend, they can be your best friend, so that you can get into the property that you want or selling your property. And once again, Cassandra, I'm so delighted that you're here with us today and give us very, very helpful information. And I hope that we all can work together to re-stimulate our economy so that we can be great again. Thanks again for joining us, and I hope that you enjoyed the program, and looking forward to see you guys again.
Thank you.
Thank you.